Hello and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is a daily reading for the collective for November 1st, 2019. Wow, can you guys believe it? We're already there. This is a reading for all signs, so it may not resonate with everyone, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Remember, we have entered Mercury retrograde, so I hope everybody is enjoying this little change. Remember, we will be visited by, people from our past, spirits, but it might just also be, situations that we didn't really learn the lessons the first time around. So just take a deep breath, and I know you guys are strong and you've got this. I just want to say thank you to all of my new and returning subscribers. I love you guys so much, and you guys are just such an important part of my journey. So a huge thank you, a huge shout out, and a virtual hug to all of you guys who give me love and support. I also just want to ask you that while I'm getting this reading ready, you guys give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, comment and share at the end of the video if and only if that's something that you like to do. I also am going to urge that you guys go ahead and check out, I have a Halloween, Samhain, All Hallows Eve, which is New Year reading up. So I hope you guys enjoy that. I will link that to the end of this video. I also have published individual signs readings for Mercury retrograde. So check those out as well. And I'm going to stop rambling and let's go ahead and get started with this reading. So spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, and spirit guides, please tell the collective what they need to know for November 1st, 2019. All right, what do they need to know? What do we need to know for November 1st, 2019? Okay. I'm just going to rearrange these so these look a little bit prettier for you. Wow, okay. Overall energy is the Two of Swords. I love this. The Two of Swords is all about meditation. It's all about finding your inner strength and your calm despite whatever might be going on around you. Okay, so this is usually a woman who's holding these two swords, and there's a lot of noise, there's a lot of tension, there might be conflict around you, but you're finding your center and you're not letting it bother you. In here, in this deck, I love this. This is a pair of scissors that sort of form a skull head, and this is cutting out something. Okay, again, it can be cutting through the noise, cutting through the stress and the conflict that's all around you to find your inner strength, and doing that by meditation or whatever it is you do to center yourself. This is also all about making a decision, so you have to go one way or the other, and you have to make that cut and make that decision. All right, so we'll see how that plays out. That energy is Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius energy. All right, so let's go ahead and see. Ooh, very nice cards here. I'm still not in the mood for reading reversals. Who knows if that'll change or not, but all right, your first message here is, well, first of all, we have a lot of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, which you guys might have in your chart. And we also have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius coming out twice, and some Leo energy. So you might be dealing with somebody who has those signs in their chart, or you guys might have that heavy in your chart. The first card out, the Six of Pentacles, I love this card. It's all about balance. It's all about giving back. It's all about charity. It's all about, philanthropy, but it's also looking at your relationship with giving and receiving. And that could be love. Okay, so how do you give and receive love? Does anybody withhold love from you? Do you withhold love from anybody else? And it's also about time, money, effort, resources. Now, it can sometimes indicate that somebody or you are giving somebody or something just enough to keep them where they are. And that's not letting them move, and that's not the best for you or for them. Okay, and remember, you can swap the characters in this story. But the Six of Pentacles is also all about tithing. Remember that you only have to give about 10% back. If you give, what you give to the universe will also be returned to you tenfold. Okay, so it is important to not hold on too much here. Okay, because here there is some sort of issue. There's something that might be out of balance. So really look at how you're giving and receiving. Okay, and how people are giving and receiving to you and how you're dealing with that. Again, it can be love, it can be emotions, it can be finances, it can be resources, it can be time, it can be energy. But there is a little bit of a warning here with the Four of Pentacles saying that somebody might be holding on a little bit too much. Okay, and that might be a decision you're going to have to cut away from with that Two of Swords energy, or you might have to really go inward and figure out how can you be more generous, or how can you be in a situation where someone is more generous with you. Now, I'm not asking you, and I never would ask you to try to change anyone, but you might have to change what you are doing, or your circumstance, or your job, or somehow, infiltrate your relationship, okay, in a way that you can make it more balanced, okay? But nothing behind the scenes, nothing crazy, nothing subversive. I forgot my little egg here. Sorry, guys. We always need infinite abundance and possibility to be along with us on the journey, right? Okay, so the Four of Pentacles here, this could be somebody is holding on too much. Here we have this sort of zombie bride, and she's plucking this banker out of the bank. So some of you might be holding on to somebody too hard, too tight. Somebody might be holding on to their resources and not sharing enough. That could be you, or it could be the other person in your story, or the other people in your story. So that's something that Spirit really wants you to restore balance in, okay, or needs to be restored. The Leo card is you standing in the sun, using sort of creativity and your inner strength and your inner calm, okay, to balance out this situation and for you to move ahead. Okay, so you might have to leave someone or something behind, okay, that isn't sharing enough with you or isn't giving enough to you. Or you might find that restoring that balance and giving and sharing, okay, you're going to receive tenfold back from people and from the universe. But the Sun card is beautiful. It's all about excitement. It's about happiness. It's about creativity. It's all about partnership. Okay, so however that may speak to you, this may be a love relationship, it may be a business partnership, it may be with the people you work with, it may be with your mother and your father, it may be with your family, it may be with your children, but all looks really, really good. Okay, so stand in your own inner strength, find that calm to sort of restore more balance, because somebody here is holding on too tight to something, and I'm really getting that it might be affecting your health. You might be getting headaches, stomach aches, your feet might hurt, okay, your eyes might be hurting. Now, there is a little bit of a warning here with the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is all about this negative energy, and I really get that there is a storm warning. Okay, so it's going to take everything in your power, your inner calm, and in your inner strength to get through this storm. But I get that it comes from you. This is self-sabotage. This is you, thinking negative thoughts, being in a sort of low vibrational space. Okay, that may come from having a fear of letting go. You may have a fear of not having enough. I am getting a scarcity complex, a prison waif. There's a card in the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, the prison waif card, where it's like all about self-sabotage. And when you're trying to attract something, you're trying to attract more love, more abundance, more finances, more resources. But the way that you're vibrating, the vibration that you're sending out, is that you need and that you don't have, and that's sort of shooting yourself in the foot. Okay, so the Eight of Swords there is that storm warning is, hey, maybe you need to relax a little bit with your communication style. Maybe you need to relax on how you're talking to yourself. Pay attention to, the way you're speaking to yourself, and would you allow anyone to speak to your child that way? Would you allow anyone to speak to your best friend that way, or your lover, or any of your loved ones? And if you're being too hard on yourself, then you have to revise how you are speaking to yourself in a more loving and a more balanced way. And you have that inner strength within you with that Sun card, and you may need a little bit of help. Some sort of partnership may come to sort of help you realize how you can get through this inner storm, this inner struggle. I am seeing some depression and anxiety, someone being afflicted by that at this time. All right, so make sure that you try to stay optimism. Make sure that you're engaging in non-toxic behaviors. You're engaging in self-care. You're loving yourself. You're taking out the time for yourself. Balance those chakras. Do a spa day. Okay, tell yourself how much you love yourself and celebrate all of your little successes. Okay, because balance here is very, very important. I'm just going to pull a few more oracle cards for you to see what other messages Spirit has for you. Never-ending story. I'm getting there's a lot of depression, anxiety. You're feeling like you want to give up in this situation. You feel like you want to hold on. You've been holding on so tight. You've been doing everything you possibly can. Spirit says you're not alone in this journey. Okay, time is on your side. You can fix anything that you've done or undone. Okay, I see that there with those scissors. Maybe you cut something where you shouldn't have, or you cut, too far into something. All right, but don't worry. Okay, please give yourself a break. Don't be sad. Okay, don't feel like everything's lost. Don't feel like you're isolated and alone. Okay, so this definitely has to do with all that glitters. Now remember this common saying, all that glitters is not gold. You may have been misled by somebody or something, or you may have been deceiving yourself. But Spirit wants to let you know there's abundance all around you. Okay, definitely with this this self-sabotage and this this scarcity complex might have you feeling inferior, might have you feeling alone, like you can't do it, like you'll never get what you want. And Spirit says that's just the opposite. Spirit wants you to know that you're not alone. Your angels, your ancestors, your loved ones, all of your spirit guides, they're constantly working together to make an abundant and beautiful life for you, and you just have to believe. But we need to do everything we can to raise that vibration. Okay, so that may mean that you have to do meditation. I almost said medication. For some of you, you might need to make sure you are following your medication regimens properly, because I do get there is a feeling of like anxiety and stress and depression here. Okay, and this is creating a lot of chaos and conflict for you. And Spirit wants this to be a beautiful, smooth, easygoing, fun-loving sort of journey for you. Okay, and there is a lot of abundance to be had. All right, so there is hope. There is a lot of abundance. You need to find your inner strength and yourself and your calm. It's not a never-ending story. You choose when you decide to get off, okay, the crazy train, or you decide when it's time to get off the merry-go-round. Okay, and you decide how much chaos and conflict you are going to allow into your life. Because with this Eight of Swords energy, this means a lot of it's coming from you and a lot of it is unfounded, okay? And it's fear-based. And Spirit is saying you have to honor your highest self. You have to be optimistic, and you have to trust in the divine, that everyone is working behind the scenes to make this better for you and make this an easier and more enjoyable, abundant, love-filled, and happy journey for you. All right, here we have Rhiannon, Sorceress. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. All of us can manifest. Again, I'm getting somebody who's really working with law of attraction here. And I don't mean to be so blunt, but Spirit says you're not doing it right. Now, don't take that as a criticism, but remember, you have to raise your vibration. You have to get out. The choice is yours. Raise your vibration, and you will start attracting love and abundance and all that glitters, all of this beauty. Okay, you will get what you want, and you are capable of doing so. Every single one of us is, but there's something that's going on with your energy, okay, where you're not vibrating at the highest level, okay? And so really work on restoring balance. Self-care is needed at this time. If you meditate, you need to make sure you're doing that regularly. Make sure that if you exercise, that you're exercising. Make sure you find your peace, okay? Because I'm getting that you've let too much external noise get in the way, okay? And you need to cut out that external noise, find your inner strength and your happiness. Okay. And then here we have the arts. Express yourself through creative activities. For some of you, I love how this green is working together on this sort of right side of this reading. Again, some of you need to make sure you're singing, that you're dancing. For those of you that are writers, make sure that you're writing. I'm getting that all of these sort of creative activities, and most of you do them on a regular basis, or maybe you used to do them and you've abandoned them, okay, that you've let sort of this negative self-talk get in your way and lower your vibration, and you haven't been engaging in the activities that you normally do, okay? So remember all of that, these creative expressions, they're expressions of your love, and they're going to pull you out of any of this negative vibration. Now, I'm going to pull, finally, a card for you from, I can never remember the exact name of this deck, so I'm always apologizing. The Secret Language of Light, Transmissions from Your Soul. Again, if you've been watching my readings recently, you know that I will be reading from the book. These are absolutely fabulous cards. They really are great for those of you who want to do journal work and who want to be doing meditations. Okay. If you haven't, guys, while I'm getting this ready, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, make sure you comment and share at the end of the video if that's something you like to do. And don't forget to check out my Mercury and retrograde readings. I also have some naughty November readings, which are for 18 and older, because they are about sex, love, romance. And then I also do have your Scorpio season readings up for all signs. So make sure you check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. All right, so without any more shameless self-promotion, I'm going to go ahead and pull your final message, transmissions from your soul. What's our final message here? Inner voice. I love this. Number 28. You have, I just want to notice here, you do have some 10s coming out here. Okay, so we do have, I noticed that earlier. This 3 and the 7 is a 10. Okay, the sun card, it is 21, but I saw 2 10s in there. Okay, and then we also have 2 plus 8 being 10. This is the completion of a cycle, okay, and this could be healing. So you are in a healing process, so do be kind to yourself. And as you heal, you are just going to attract all of this beautiful abundance and prosperity into your life in health, wealth, and love. So your final message here is inner voice. Tune into your inner compass. Persistent words and feelings that represent your greatest desires are dropping into your mind, okay? And you're getting rid of those negative words and feelings, okay? And you need to do that, and you will do that. Instead of putting life off until you do or be something in the future, bring your desires into the present. Anytime we feel like we have gone off track, we have traveled a different road to our soul, and everything becomes a signpost to return us to our center, where we can tune in to our wise transmissions. Just as the voice on a GPS navigator tells you which way to go, your soul wisdom is always leading you toward your destination. Neither will scold you or become impatient if you take the wrong route. They will just adjust, find an alternate route, and give you new directions. You can't get it wrong. Listen to recurring words and ideas. Pay attention to how they feel, and drive forward with the ones that make your face and heart smile. Okay? Not the ones that lower your vibration. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading as much as I have. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, comment, and share. Remember that I love you guys so much. Thank you for being on this journey, and I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful November 1st.